Alright, so I'm going to show you guys quickly how to set up your image to make the tunnel book. It's a pretty easy process. You just have to make sure you're saving things properly. So the first thing is I have the image I'm going to use here, but before I edit it, I'm going to go to File, New, and I'm going to create a blank document. Resolution is 300 pixels. I know my image is vertical, so what I'm going to do is my height is going to be 10 and my width is going to be 8. If your image is horizontal, you're going to do the opposite. So I've got a blank page here. Go back to your original image. This part's really important. We talked about formatting all of your images to be the same size. So I want my image here to be 8 by 6. Now when I do this, it automatically changes. If I put 8 here, it changes to 5 here. So what I'm going to do instead is make this 6. And now I see my 8 is bigger than I need. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to crop. I'm going to use the rulers on the side. If you don't have the rulers visible, you can choose them from Window. Rulers are in here somewhere. You can also just do Control R and they'll pop up. So what I'm going to do is crop. I'm going to take a little bit off the top and I'm going to go down to where I can see 8 on my sidebar because I want it to be 8 inches. And then from there I can move it to where I need. So let's just say that's fine. Get rid of that black space. So image size. Six. It's still a little bit over, so I got pretty close. So what I'm going to do now is I can't really measure 0.68 with my eyes, my hands on the computer. So what I'm going to do is go to Image, Canvas Size, and make this 8. It'll say clipping will occur. Proceed. So now I know it's exactly 8 by 6. So I'm going to do Control A, Control C, go to my blank document, Control V. And this is formatted perfectly for what I need. So the first thing I'm going to do here is do any changes I want to my image. Brightness, contrast, any of that. Make my sky pop out a little bit more. You know, take as long as you need for that part. Then what I'm going to do is File, Save As. Whenever this is ready, there we go. I'm going to call this Layer 1. I'm going to change it to a JPEG, save it somewhere you know where you're going to save it. Okay, so you're going to hit save. I'm going to hit cancel for now to save time. So that's the first image you're going to print is the complete image. Then what you're going to do is start picking it apart. So I'm going to get my magnetic lasso, and what I'm going to do is work from the top down. I'm going to get rid of the sky, and then the volcano, and then this line of trees, and then this line of grass, and so forth. So I'm going to use my magnetic lasso, and again, this is a demo, so I'm not doing super perfectly. You'll be doing a better job. Remember how we talked about in class, the more accurate you are with this part, the easier it will be to cut out. And I mean, if you mess up a little bit, we can use the X-Acto knives and the scissors to trim it perfectly, but you really kind of want to do a lot of the work in Photoshop. Then what I'm going to do is go all the way around, way outside where my picture plane is. That's the benefit of having this margin. I'm going to close it. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to do Control D to release my lines, and now my whole sky is gone. So I'm going to File, Save As. This would be Layer 2. Save it as JPEG, blah, blah, blah. Save. I'm going to hit cancel for now to keep moving. Then I would go to my next layer. I'm going to get my whole volcano in here. And at the top at this part, you can be a little bit sloppier, right, because the sky's already gone. So in here you would want to be careful. Again, pretend I'm doing a very detailed job. I might even actually, to be honest with you, I'm going to take this tree out because you can see the volcano through it. I'll close it up. Delete. Now, if you get some little left behind things like I have there, just get your eraser out, clean that up so you get a nice white space up there. And the process continues. File, save as, layer 2. Like I said, I would then go in and probably get rid of this layer, then probably go in and get rid of this grass layer, then this forward one, maybe even this one. This one could have like 6 or 7 levels by the time I'm done. And then you should have at least 5 or 6 different pages saved. And then we're going to learn how to print them. We are not printing them on our regular printer. We're going to be using the matte printer. So I'll have instructions for that ready for you when you're ready to go. So whatever you do, don't just start shooting them out of the printer. The paper's too thin for what we need. So make sure all your layers are really clean and make sure all your levels are properly labeled and saved. It'll make it much easier when we print everything out. Okay,